Hello from Mexico, everyone. I'm Charlene Murphy, the Enchanted Empath, and I'm here with your daily message from Spirit. So, for this reading, we're going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle and get an overall energy for what it is that you need to know today. So, let's connect with Spirit, knowing that Spirit is just a breath away, always available. And it's just a matter of us opening, receiving, and connecting with them or it, or whatever term you like to use to describe Spirit. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Overall message. Regeneration. Great card. So here we go. So there's some rebirthing going on, some awakening, some growth, some rising from the ashes energy, right? So in order for new growth to happen, some destruction has to happen. Things need to break down or dissipate or disappear or end before the new growth can arrive. Think of winter, and that's the season that most of us are in right now, or half of the world is in right now. And the quiet, the snow, the cold, all of that is protecting and keeping things dormant so that when the conditions are right and the sun is out and the warmth happens, boom, we have absolute new growth, right? So let's dig into that and see more specifically what's happening with you in your life, right? All right, let's pull 3 cards. From the ashes of disaster grow the roses of success. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. All right. Yes, I always thought Truly Scrumptious was going to come and kidnap me and take me and be my mother and take me away from my crazy family. All right. Can anybody relate? Okay, we have first the 5 of Pentacles. Well, that really does kind of match the energy of regeneration. So before, like I said, before the gold or before the dawn, there's the dark. This is the dark. And so the 5 of Pentacles is getting stuck in that lack mentality, limitation, not knowing what is available to you, not connecting with spirit, kind of forging it, going on your own, commiserating with others, just talking about how bad it is, how bad it is, how bad it is. And as we do that, we commiserate and talk about how bad it is, we're actually creating more of that. And it is not helping us, grow in the way that we want to. It is actually kind of a curse. And so our words are powerful, and either we are blessing a situation or we're cursing a situation, right? And with this situation or this card, we see that the 2 people here that are trudging in the snow, dredging in the snow, and just miserable and broke and all of that, probably sick, not feeling at their best. There's the church right behind them. There's the light, the temple, where the answers are, right? So this message isn't necessarily a religious one, but it is a spiritual one in that if you look up and get out of your head for a minute and stop telling your story over and over, you'll see the opportunities that are there for you to help you and to get your energy in a more holistic place, a more healthy place. And so there we go. This isn't serving well. Let's see what the rest of the story is. Okay, so now we have the 5 of Wands moving into that energy. So when I put these 2 together, I see that maybe you're telling your story. You're telling a story about competition and how there's just not enough for you. And why bother doing that? Because everybody else is doing that. Everybody else is going there. or it could just be a complete conflict in your own mind. But I get for a lot of you that this is a story that you're telling yourselves about competition and how, why bother? Why bother even doing this or trying this? Because there's just already too many people in the mix, too much going on, right? So this could be about a job, traveling, applying for a job is what I'm really hearing, like throwing your hat in the ring to get a specific job or to reach a particular goal or aspiration. And you're kind of even quitting before you're even trying because of the perceived competition that you feel is just blocking you. Okay. And then the last card, or the third card of the tarot spread, is the Three of Wands. And so this is moving into the future. And I feel like this is the coaching part of the reading, where the Three of Wands talks about looking, looking beyond the horizon and looking at the potential of what you have created, you know, and trusting that process. There's a lot of yellow in this card, which is about the solar plexus energy, your personal power, your willpower, remembering your ability to manifest and co-create with the universe. And just because these things are happening and have happened in the past and might be a part of your pattern, doesn't mean that it's not breakable. Anything is breakable. This card is reminding you of your power and your ability to manifest and to create, regardless of what the circumstances might look like around you. This also could be a message for some people to, plan their next trip, but more so, it really is about looking beyond what is right in front of you, like just contemplating, dreaming, looking out, going into meditation. Like this guy is looking out over the ocean. That was one of my favorite places, is one of my favorite places to meditate. It's very soothing, very calming. And so then you can go into a place of imagination, you contemplation. What do I want? If I could have anything in the world, if I could have anything that I desired, what would it be? How do I feel? What would that look like? Ah, now this is going to raise your vibration and get you out of the muck of this limited uh, belief system, this limited pattern that you have, and the story that you're telling yourself about the competition and why bother and all of that, right? Okay, and then that creates the space for the new growth. This just tells such a big story. It's like, okay, so maybe something didn't work out, something had to come to an end. But are we going to dwell on that and commiserate about it? And no, we're just going to swipe the opposite direction and go next, because everything is happening for a reason in a certain season, and new growth is happening now. So a lot of people go into this mode because they can't see the outcome yet. And, that's pretty short sighted. So this is reminding you, whoops, to be long sighted, to look out, look beyond, and to call in what it is that you are wanting to create. All right. So let's pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Another one is To the Sea. Talk about the ocean. All right. So some of you need to get to the ocean, get to those. It's really interesting. The negative ions of the ocean is a very positive and soothing effect on us humans. We like it. I don't know anybody who doesn't like the ocean. Maybe some people don't like the sand, but everybody likes the ocean, right? So this is talking about out to sea, going with the flow, being more in the flow, being, I would say, specifically in the flow of the design of your life. And maybe it's time for earmuffs, you know? Earmuffs. Stop paying attention to all this other stuff. It really doesn't apply, and it's kind of none of your business, right? I mean, I say that with love and I say that with grace, but we get really, really caught up in our perceptions and what we perceive to be challenges and difficult. And this card is just reminding us, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Design your life. Be more proactive in the creation of your life, and stop listening to the the stuff that you are looking at. What was that? False evidence appearing real, the acronym for fear. So getting out of that fear place and getting into a more proactive place, knowing that you are the creator of your reality and you have this entire spiritual entourage at your beck and call to help you get through and do the things that you want to do. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. And I will see you all mañana. Take good care.